So, welcome to Tracy's Tuesday Talk, everyone. We are glad that you joined us this morning. It is October 20th, and we are joined this morning with Judy. And Judy has invited us as graciously into her home, and we're doing this digitally today. And so if anybody's worried about that and wants to do an interview, but maybe isn't comfortable with doing it in person with me, we can do it by Zoom. We can make whatever works. So if you want to give an update to your church family, let me know and we can schedule an interview. So Judy, how are you?
I am doing really well, Tracy. Really well. I have my days like everybody else has their days where I feel down, and I'm kind of wishing that this pandemic would just end, but it doesn't. It's not. But as I've said before, I have bad days and I just let them, I feel them, and I go, okay, tomorrow's a new day and it'll be good. And you know what, it is. But overall, I'm really doing well.
That's awesome. That's great. I'm glad you are. Yeah. And you're right. I mean, I think it's one thing, it's really important to be able to say up and down days, right? I mean, it's not,
Yep.
We're not always up. And
We aren't.
And that's okay to name it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what are some of the challenges for you personally that you've experienced with COVID-19?
Well, I'm a really social person, and I have found it hard not to be able to get together with my friends and talk face to face.
Mhm.
I quite miss that. I'm grateful for technology, for FaceTime and phone calls. I'm very grateful for that, but it's not fun not being able to get together with your friends. And also hugs. I do miss hugs. I miss the contact, and I miss St. Thomas. I miss church. I miss getting together and seeing everybody at church and visiting with them. And but I'm still also grateful for what we're doing.
Yeah.
And as I said to someone, I'm challenge that I had initially was grocery shopping.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like a mad woman in the grocery store, pushing my cart and just getting what I needed and getting out. I'm a little better now.
Yeah, we're starting to live
But
into it, aren't we? We're starting. It's a matter of not avoiding it, but now living with it. And
yes,
what does that look like, right? Yeah, yeah, and still doing it, of course, safely and all those
yes.
kinds of things. But yeah,
I'm glad that everybody now has to wear a mask.
yes,
That makes me feel more comfortable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Yeah. And I haven't quite gotten used to, or no, I haven't quite gotten comfortable with the idea of going, out for coffee with somebody or out for lunch with somebody that's not in my own bubble. So I don't know if I have to build myself up to that, but for now, I'm just doing visiting. I'm not engaging in any kind of food eating or drinking.
So I haven't been out to a restaurant very often, but the few times that I have been out, I've insisted that it be outside.
Yeah, right.
Like outside, I felt comfortable, but I just really didn't feel very comfortable inside.
Yeah, that's how I am too. Outside is fine for me. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel very comfortable outside. And as soon as we kind of move inside, when there's food involved and you have to take your mask off and stuff,
yeah,
it's a little sketchy for me. But that
I
could be
agree.
that's my own comfort.
Well, and mine too. I
Yeah,
get it. Yeah,
yeah.
I understand.
So if you could think of anything any good or any silver lining that might have come out of this, or is coming out of this, what do you think?
Well, I am very grateful to Barb Robertson and the exercise group. I mean, we can't meet in the church anymore, but Barb has just been fantastic. We even met over the summer via Zoom.
Nice.
And so let me put a plug in if anybody wants to join our group. We've got a good group, like a lot. Sometimes it peaks and valleys, but no, there's been a lot. So, and that's just been wonderful. And I've also been walking more. Like in the summer, I did have a friend that I was walking with, and sometimes I was walking for about 2 hours, which I don't normally do, but it was great. It was really great. Um, Another silver lining has been the coffee deliveries that I do. And I mean, we have a lot of people that faithfully buy the coffee every time we order. That's what they use. And it was great actually delivering it because then I got to see the people and have a little chat.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
Hmm.
And the birthday and anniversary celebrations that Wanda organizes, where you meet people on their driveways, that's been really, really great as well.
Yeah, that's fun too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess one other silver lining that I'd say, although I didn't initially think it was a silver lining, was working on that project for Kate. That was kind of ongoing. And it was kind of stressful at times,
Yeah.
but I learned a lot. And it really kept me involved, like
Occupied and focused.
occupied. So and it was great. In fact, when it was over, I was driving home and thinking, I'm rather sad. Even though it was stressful at times, I was rather sad that I didn't have it to do anymore. So,
Mhm.
so and like I said, I learned lessons from that, and it's always great when you learn.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is a very much a sense of purpose, isn't it? That
Yes,
what we miss is that sense of purpose. And if we don't have a purpose, then the isolation becomes even worse. So
absolutely,
if we have a sense of
absolutely.
purpose, I think it's so great. And I think it's so awesome that people like Barb and other folks who keep things going and
Yes,
had to learn, have this big learning curve to learn about how to keep it going. It's great. It's great that we have folks like that are willing to put themselves out there and keeping us connected however they can.
mhm,
Yeah, that's
absolutely,
yeah. And
absolutely.
how is Kate doing? How is she?
Kate is doing well. She's loving Victoria. She loves her job. She'll be very happy when her thesis is finished.
Yes.
Um, yeah, she's doing great.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Thanks
Uh,
for asking.
oh yeah, you're welcome. I know other people might have been wondering about her too. Yeah, because our hearts all hurt a little bit for you when she moved.
Oh,
So what are you looking? Go ahead.
oh,
What are you looking forward to
um,
in the fall?
well, I am looking forward to going to Victoria.
Oh, yay.
Actually, it was more than a year, well, almost a year ago that I booked a place for 2 months, December and January. So I'm super excited about seeing Kate and Tristan.
Yeah.
And of course, I'll be part of their bubble. And Kate even said, well, Mom, if you have to self isolate, that's okay because we can bring you things. So, and you'll still have time there. So if I have to do that, that's okay. But I am super excited about seeing Kate and Tristan because I haven't seen them since Christmas.
Yeah.
So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. And while I'm there, about 10 days after I arrive, they're going to be getting a new puppy.
That's
So
exciting.
I'm kind of excited about that too.
Yes, most
Probably
definitely.
not as excited as they are, but that's going to be fun.
That'll be nice. And that's a nice chunk of time that you're going to
Yes.
visit and just relax and settle
And
in.
where I'm staying is I would say it's maybe a 15-20 minute walk, maybe half-hour walk to where
Nice.
they live. So
Nice.
I'm not gonna have to have a car,
Yep.
and I'll just be sure and take my umbrella.
Exactly. That's right. That's right. You got to be prepared. Yeah.
Right, right.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So talking about spirituality, where have you or where do you see God in amidst all this stuff?
Tracy, I see the spirit of God in people. Like I really do. I mean, when you think about our medical professionals and our essential workers, and when you think about people collaborating, with each other. Like, look what we're doing at Stuck, and all the people that are making the wonderful services happen. I mean, I've got a friend in Winnipeg who listens every Sunday, and she's told other people about us as well.
Nice.
So I think that people working together, I just think that that to me, that's the spirit of God in action.
Yeah,
You know?
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other day I have to tell you, well, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago for a walk, it was so nice out, and the sky was blue, and it was just a wonderful day to go for a walk. And I just remember looking up and thinking, I am so blessed. I mean, this is really a wonderful world, and we're going through a tough time right now. But when I looked all around, and the trees are starting to turn, and I thought, yeah, there's a presence of God too.
Yeah. Wonderful. That's excellent. Yeah. Yeah. I think that often the same thing is what you think. That light in everybody and all especially the frontline workers and the grocery store,
Mhm.
like all these people that have been, hands on right from the get go. And all those folks involved with St. Thomas as well, to make sure that things kind of kept running magically in the background, yeah. And you're right. I mean, our fall has been phenomenal so far. Like
Yes.
it has been actually quite good. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's nice to see the colors, and nice to see them last for a while. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
For
right.
sure.
Yeah. So our last question is kind of a wacky question, and so I don't know which one you want to answer, if it was ice cream or superpower or superhero. What what would you choose and why?
Okay, I have to go with ice cream.
Okay.
So I think all of my friends would say, "Oh, Judy's going to pick chocolate," but I'm not.
Oh, you're going to throw us off.
I am salted caramel. It
Oh,
is. It is. It's kind of recent to me.
nice.
It is absolutely awesome. Although I'm not going to say I don't like chocolate. I still really like chocolate, but
Exactly.
salted caramel is
And it's a
just
nice
become,
balance, right? Between sweet and salty.
yeah.
And yeah, it's that we're balanced there. Yeah.
Yes, for
I like
sure.
I like that. I think a lot of people would agree with you, salted caramel. Yeah. The good one.
It is a good one.
It is. Well, thank you, Judy. Do you have anything else to say to your Stuck family before we sign off for the
Oh, I just want to say that I miss you all, and I will be so happy when we can get together again in person. And just to say, I hope that you're doing well, and take good care of yourselves. Be
Yeah.
kind to yourselves, and I miss you.
Well, we miss you too, Judy. I think everybody would agree with you there that we miss each other. That's for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah. Well, for those of you out in digital land, thank you for joining us for this Tracy's Tuesday Talk. And so we wish you a wonderful week. And like Judy said, take care of yourselves and take care of others, and we'll get it through it. We'll get through it together. See you later.
Bye bye.